Okay.
Okay, so imagine you're trapped in a burning building. There's fires smoking all around you. You're scared for your life. And during this time, you were just praying that these firefighters can come in and help save you, save the day. And at the same time, these firefighters are outside praying that they are able to come in and to help you and do their job. So these are the men and women that are fighting for us and protecting our lives on a daily basis. And emergencies like this happen all the time. So a quote from Zebra Magazine. Mom, if you want to show this. From Zebra Magazine on house fire statistics in 2022 says that every year there is an average of 358,300 home-based fires. Another quote from Time Magazine on November 18th, 2022 says that just 1.3 million, around 3.5% of total fire department calls in 2019 were for fires, while 24.5 million, 66%, were for medical aid. So this shows the amount of fires that there actually are, and even most of firefighters' calls in a day, they're not even for fires, they're for so many other hard things around. So Mom, if you want to show this last slide, there is just pictures of just many things that firefighters are a part of what they do. But yeah, so in this speech, we are looking at why firefighters need to get paid more. And we're gonna go through one, looking at the problem, what is it that they're actually going through, and then the solution, what needs to happen, and then different outcomes of this, what it's gonna look like without that. So to start, let's look at the problem, need step, what is happening. So to start, a quote from usnews.com, the average salary for a firefighter in 2022 was $52,500. And so that is not a lot of money for people who are constantly, every day, risking their lives for us, putting their bodies on the line, and they're just getting paid $52,000 a year. And that is less than the average teacher. And so the kind of risk versus reward factor there just doesn't seem to add up, as these are people that are constantly at risk and yet still getting paid very, very little for that. So I have a friend, a firefighter friend, his name's Huli Massey. A lot of you guys know him. He did an interview with me, and I was asking him about the dangers of a firefighter, and what he said was this. He said, firefighters are 18 times more likely to have a heart attack because of the sudden wake-ups in the night and the stress that comes along with the job. Also, we are way more likely to get cancer because of the burning plastics we are inhaling and the smoke that comes around all these fires. And obviously, we lose many lives due to the actual fires, the heat of those fires. And finally, we are way more likely to get in car accidents due to them rushing on the scene and having to go through lights, and just crazy car accidents pile up. And so we look at these firefighters, they are so at risk, and they are doing so many things daily. They get an average of 14 to 20 calls a day. That's a single firefighter. And so constantly they're in these positions of danger, and they don't get repaid like really anything for that, and they can't really support their family great, and their weird hours and stuff throws a lot of things off and makes life very hard for them. So they need this, they need more pay. So what can we do about this? What is something that needs to change? Well, simply put, we just need to start paying them more. They really deserve just a higher salary. And for us to make that happen, what needs to happen is we need to go to government officials. We need to start speaking out for their rights, speaking out for their salaries, speaking out for more benefits for them. We need to continue to fight for them. We need to vote and do all that we can just to represent them, to be partnered with them in this fight, to help them get a better salary, to help them just overall in life. So if this happens, then over time we'll see that more and more people will start to desire to become firefighters. Really, right now there's a problem that many people, many cities are pretty void of firefighters. A lot of people are not wanting to be firefighters anymore because of the pay. When they start to realize that a lot of this life, money changes a lot of things, and pay is important, they start to see that I don't want to become a firefighter anymore. And so if this happens, if we can really change this and get them to be paid more, then more people will want to to become firefighters. More people will want to help be a part of the risk versus reward factor, and because of that, we'll have more protection in our cities. Us as civilians will be more protected against these dangers of fire, against other calls, and even the families of the firefighters, they'll be a lot better off. They won't be struggling with the firefighters and their family having weird hours, not being able to see them for days on end, and then coming back and still having bad pay to try to support this family. But if this doesn't happen, then we will see less and less people start to want to become firefighters, even in this growing economy, to where inflation is happening. There, money is becoming a lot more of an issue. We see that these underpaid jobs are becoming less and less popular, and so a job as important as a firefighter, as people defending us and protecting us, this has to be something that we want people to go to. And so if this can't get changed, then one day it'll just become less and less of people becoming firefighters, and less of that dream. And so that'll carry on to us as civilians, our protection, and our city. It'll start to become worse and worse. So what can we do in light of this? Well, we need to take this action step. Again, firefighters are very underpaid. They are risking their lives daily, and so we need to step up. We need to help fight that fight with them, and partner with them so that we can see this change happen. So for one thing that you guys take away from this, I just want you to have this thing set in your hearts that you need to start to fight the fight for those who are helping us, those who are putting their lives on the line for us, and help partner with me to help fight for those who fight for us. So.
Now I have to do this.
Amen. Fight the fight.
Let's
Let's fight the fight for those who fight the fires for us.